Hey guys, it's Ivy here, and welcome back to another Let's Play of our franchise mode. And I do just want to let you guys know that I somehow the voice recording that I have originally recorded, it is not working, so I am doing a voiceover right now. But I do just want to speak with you guys some, and we did a lot during this episode, so I didn't want to try and restart it or cut it out. Here I am showing you guys that between the last couple of episodes that we've been doing, I've done 2 speed builds, and one is of these gray seals, and they are doing really well. I know we have some babies in here. I think we have 2 of them. Yes, and here we are. We're zooming in on the cute little baby. Oh my gosh, so adorable. They are just so cute. I love them so much. Yes, little Amelia here. But yes, I'm just showing you guys that we have this habitat. I did have to make some edits from the last video. We had to make the water a little bit deeper. For some reason, I don't know if it was a glitch or whatever, but we did. I also added some rocks there, showing you, because the guests were standing over there, and we're trying to look into the habitat here, and it was just not working out. Another big thing that we had going on here is that we have made our dome for our guests. It was only like my 3rd time ever making a dome. So it still probably needs some work. I'm actually pretty pleased with it for it only being my 3rd time making a dome. Here we are going into it. We have our souvenirs and our drinks and our food. And I know if you guys watched the speed build, I kind of struggled with it in some aspects, but I did the best I could with, you know, it only being my 3rd time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I also tried something new with the foliage. I normally do a bunch of foliage in an area like over down here, where you see that there are no gaps in the foliage. I normally do that, but then I was seeing a video somewhere, someone just had some of the greenery, you know, just spread apart where you could see some of the dirt, and I really liked, they said less is more, so I thought I was gonna give that a shot, and honestly I'm quite pleased with it. I think it looks pretty good. Also, and then going down here, we made a seating area for our guests. You can see I'm getting ready to pan to it. There we are. It's just very simple, so whenever the guests come out from there, if they have their food and drinks, they can come in here and eat and have a place to sit and relax. So it really didn't cost me all that much to build. I think it only cost me about 40,000-ish in-game dollars. We're still working on our conservation credits. We still don't have that many conservation credits, but overall, really, it did not cost that much, and we still have our money going strong. We're at over 100,000, which is honestly crazy. We're on medium mode playing, so I thought that, you know, maybe we wouldn't have that much money, but we seem to be going strong. But yes, there are some things that I was wanting to get done in this episode. I am way excited to get back at this with you guys and do some more of the zoo management aspect. So here we are, we're going over here to our warthogs, and we have plenty of warthogs. A lot of them have grown up. I don't think we have any babies. I think they're all grown up. But I do want to go in here, and I need to trade them. Are looking to trade them. So we have a bunch of gold status. We're looking at the babies. They all should have the contraceptives. I don't want to get rid of the older ones yet. Something just doesn't ever sit right with me when you get rid of the older ones. I'd rather them, you know, just live their life out on the zoo. But here we are. We're going to select some of these babies here and send them to the trade center. I just want to get our population a little bit more under control with everything. I don't want there to be too many animals. We do have 3 fennec foxes that have grown up. That they were babies, but now they're all big. Parents still seem to be quite young, so we're just going to stick with them, move those guys to the trade center, go down. Our gray seals are good. We've got the 2 babies there. And so our peafowls. We have so many peafowls. It's not even funny. So whenever they grow up, we're going to sort through all of them and get them more under control. But until then, we're just going to give them all contraceptives so we don't have any more babies and we can get their population under control, because that is a crazy amount of peafowls. And then for our meerkats, we're just going to go over here, give them some contraceptives too. We don't want to have any inbreeding. Bunch of little babies. They're so adorable. And so with our zebras, so we're going to move the male over into the trade center, because we had that issue last time with not being able to find a male zebra. So I wanted to put him into the trade center so that we have him for breeding purposes if we ever have that issue again where we cannot find a male. I don't know why the male zebras are so scarce, but they are. So we're just going to not even worry about that. And then I do have California sea lions in here. I was debating on whether I should do the California sea lion or the gray seal in that habitat, but of course I chose the gray seal. It was the factor was actually I let my husband decide. He told me we should go with the gray seal, so we did that. But anyway, I'm letting this play through for a second. I'm going to go in here, and all these guys should be in here. So a couple of them I am going to want to keep. I'm looking here. And really, I don't know if it's worth it to put those guys in the trade center. We're just going to release them into the wild because they're just so close with the conservation credits that it's just not worth it. So now we're going to go in here and figure out which ones we're going to get rid of. There are a lot of gold status ones, so we're going to just release these ones that aren't gold status into the wild. Just not even going to worry about them. They're not even worth it to put them into the trade center and stress about them. So let's just go ahead and release them. And we're going to go in here and look back in here, and that one is crazy, has some crazy stats. So I'm actually going to keep him. I don't want to put him into the trade center. I think that his stats are really good to use for breeding purposes in the future. So we're going to keep him, and we're going to get rid of the other 3. And I'm pretty sure that before we've sold these ones for like up to 40. Because 15, that for a gold status just does not sit right with me. So we're going to trade these for about 40. And I think this last one, he is all green. So I think I do 45 or 50? 50. Okay, so we got him for 50. People either buy them or they don't. And if they don't, we'll just put them in there for less, or we'll just trade them into the wild. And so here we are. I'm just going to play through for a little bit, and something else you guys might have noticed is I have these boards all over the place now for educational purposes. So if you guys walk through the zoo at all, you will see that the guests now have these educational boards that they can look at. So that hopefully will get our ratings up. Working on that, because education is always such a pain to have. For some reason, I just always struggle with getting the guest education ratings up. Everything else in here is good. We have a 4-star zoo, which is awesome. Education, we did, just by putting those signs down, get it up about a whole star, because before we were at 1.5 stars about for the education, and now we're at roughly like 2.5. It's dropping a little bit, but that's okay. It fluctuates, so... But honestly, it's not too bad, and to have a 4-star rating zoo is pretty great. I think what we can do to get that up more is I need to go and put some more animal talks around. That would probably help. We have our crime rating down, and our guest happiness is pretty alright. Can't really complain there. Still got a lot of stable income coming in. Finances are good, and we just started over a new year, it looks like. And so I've also been struggling with this. For some reason, my staff, these 2 buildings over here, they cannot get to them. I guess because it's too close to the edge. So I've been picking them up and moving them. And then they're able to use it. But it's got to be a glitch or something. So I'm going to end up having to move them or do something with them so that the staff members can actually use them, because right now they queue up and they say they can't access the buildings and it's just a mess. So eventually I will move those, but right now I don't feel like dealing with them. And we do have a couple more staff members since last time as well. I got a couple more mechanics because everything kept breaking down. I did get another security guard, some more caretakers, and of course we have a bunch of vendors now since we added our dome with all of the souvenirs and drinks and food. And looking here, we have a lot of these guys that don't have a work zone. And granted, it is nice to have some extra workers here, but we have, I think it was 9 workers here that have no work zone assigned to them. They're just hanging out, not doing anything. So we're going to go through here and fire some of these. And again, it is good to have some of these guys hanging out so they can, you know, like when that guy has no energy, this person can come in and take over their spot so they can relax. It is good to have some of the extra people, but to have 9 extra people is a bit extreme. So we're going to get rid of some of those guys, hit that down some, and we'll work with what we've got. Then that will just give us more money too in the long run. We got another reward here, so we're going to claim that. Go and see, got some more research done. Perfect. We got our gray seal that we're trying to research. And I have been advanced researching some of these animals. I'm not exactly sure, honestly, how advanced research works. I haven't looked into it. I just know that people advance research all the time. So I am working on that. And then over here in our mechanical research, I am just trying to get a little bit of everything researched so that we have more building materials to have, and so our buildings can be a little bit more detailed and not so bland, because I am so tired of making these bland buildings. I need some more spice in these buildings. But anyway, so we are looking around here. I know this area over here is going to be our African area. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put over here yet. I have not decided. But I'm getting a little sick of just having this straight path here. So I think with this next animal that we're going to do, I want to have a flamingo. I know that's a little basic, but I would love to put a flamingo habitat right down here. So you walk down, you can get like your drinks there, and you walk down, and then you just see this really nice natural concrete jungle type of flamingo habitat. So, again, I know flamingos are pretty basic to do, but I would just love to have a flamingo habitat in here and break up the straight path. I think they would be the best ones. Unfortunately, we need to have 10. I forgot how many you had to have to start that off, so, but that's okay. We will get roughly 10 of them, put them in there. It's not going to be a very big habitat. We're going to look in here, see what kind of flamingos they have, and we will just go ahead and get all of these guys. Even though there's only 5 of them, we'll just go ahead and grab all of them here. Their ages are not too bad, so really it's good. So go in here and just get all of these guys. Get them and them and them. Okay, perfect. And then we'll try and refresh and see if they've got any more. And so I was trying to adopt these guys, and it like glitched out where it pretty much just put the same flamingos that I just adopted back in here. And it didn't let me adopt any of those. So yeah, all those flamingos were the same ones there because now they're gone. So I don't know what happened there, but fun little glitch. So we've just got 5 of them, but 5 is more than enough. It will work. So got more research done for vet research and the mechanical research. I'm so happy that we're about all the way done with our gray seal. Here we are. So I guess I am just going to go ahead and without further talking, we will just go ahead and go in here, make this flamingo habitat, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go. Hey guys, and we are back with our flamingo habitat now. So it was such a pain to build, if I'm being honest. This water was such a pain to do that with the paths. The paths, you could not put the water down if you had the paths there. So I had to keep deleting the paths so I could place the water down and figure out how I wanted to do that. And honestly, I am not pleased at all with the building that I made. It definitely needs some more details in it. It's just very bland, I'm going to be honest. I need to go back in here at some point and add some more details, which I am going to do. And I'm not 100% sure that I like all the ivy plants on there. But again, I'll go in here eventually and work with that. They have more than enough space, and I wanted to remind you guys that I do have that PZPlus mod in my game that makes their navigational and animals navigational land area that they need less and more realistic, they say. So my animals, what they might need for their navigational land area might be way smaller than what your animals need. So just keep that in mind, that a habitat that I build may not be the best type of habitat for your game if you have a vanilla game with no mod, the sizes might vary. But I did just want to remind you guys about that. But we got some happy flamingos here, and they are just all hanging out, having a good time. I added just the wood barrier around the door, and then back here, the animals, they can't get out of there because it is all flush up against this wall, so there's no worry about that. But again, this is just kind of bland, and I'm honestly, in hindsight, kind of disappointed that I just left it at that. So we're gonna end up going back in here at some point, adding some more to that building. But look at the flamingos, all happy in here, enjoying life, and that is so nice to see. Oh, they're looking perfect. But yes, so I am gonna add some foliage in between the paths, so it'll be all nice and lush and be just more vibrant and not be all bland. But again, I will go back at a later time and do all of that. I need to add some more foliage over here as well. I might do what I did over here and do that over there with the plants and having them kind of spread out, get some pops of color in there with some bushes, but we'll have to see. We'll see how that all works out. But anyway, here we are. We've got some more research. Our gray seal is all done, which is great. And we will get this other vet on in advanced research, the zebras. And again, with the advanced research, I'm still not 100% sure how that all works. I see the bars are different and filled differently, but if you guys have any advice on that, just let me know, because honestly, I was watching YouTube the other day, another YouTuber, and they were advanced researching, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I've played this game for a couple of months, if I'm being honest. Didn't even know that was a thing. So I've just started advanced researching with zero idea of what it does, to be honest. So if you guys have any suggestions or, advice on the advanced research, let me know. And looking over here at the Flamingo Habitat, they are all still doing so great. And you can see we have an albino, and it's a little lady. Look at her. She is so gorgeous. I don't know what it is about the albinos, but they are so pretty. And her colors are just, her white feathers are beautiful. You can see, got some peafowls taking flight in the background. But yeah, so they are all happy and healthy over there, waiting for those guys to grow up again so we can downsize them. We've got these guys over here, walking, and, yes, again, I am just talking about that I am not happy with the building. Going over here, let's see. We still got plenty of money, which is very surprising. I am honestly trying to burn through our money, and it is just not going anywhere. We just keep, which is good, really. It's good we're getting a lot of money, but I like a challenge in the game, so I might end up moving it to hard mode if that's even a possibility. I was hoping to have a little bit more of a challenge with all the money. We will see. And then in here, I do just want to research like a little bit of everything. I wanted the souvenirs, all the souvenirs to get more money, and I wanted the staff all the way researched so that we could get the larger staff buildings, the keeper hut, and the larger staff lounge, I guess you would call it. I know that's not the right word that they say in here, but same difference, you know. And so, yes, everything's looking pretty good over here. And I have am waiting for it. I've totally forgotten the donation bins over here and to make the education boards. So here in a second, I will put those up. I know I realize that, and everybody is standing around taking a good look at our flamingos. I am very happy with at least the walls of there and a little bit of the foliage. I am going to work on getting it a little bit more of an appeal, but we will work on that. And then here I am. I always struggle with figuring out where the donation boxes are. I always forget. Here we are. We're going to place one there and there, and I think 2 is more than enough. And I don't want to just go with a regular education board. It just is not the look I'm going for. But for now, we're just going to put this board right here and we'll just slant it back so it kind of looks more built in. And I will see if I can figure out a way to make that fit better into here. We're going to put another one over here by this donation bin so the guests get educated. And I cannot remember if I put down the speakers, educational speakers. If not, I need to go back in there, and put those speakers down. But for now, everything is looking good. I'm pretty pleased with it. But yes, so we've got... See, and there it is again, where they cannot get to that research building, and that is driving me crazy. I am definitely going to have to do something with that. There is no reason. It's just got to be because it's too close to the edge there. So all of that might eventually get moved anyway. We're really crammed up in the front of this area, of the front of the zoo. We're not really... don't have much space in the front, so we might move some stuff around and play around with some stuff. We'll just have to see. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in, and remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.